Hey YouTube, it's Lucas here once again in the epic GameStop rant part 3 today with the corporate side of the company. Now, you guys all know that the corporation controls it, GameStop corporate. If you have a problem, they say, oh, go take the goddamn problem to corporate. We can't do anything about it. We're just representatives. So, this is going to be about corporate GameStop and what they do to sucker you into buying it and how they made GameStop the monopoly that it is today. Now, every time you go into GameStop, if you buy an accessory, a game, a fucking poster, or a strategy guide, is there any game coming out you'd like to reserve today? No, you son of a bitch. If there's a game that I wanted to reserve, I would walk into the store with the intent of reserving it. Okay? If I'm going to go in there to reserve BioShock 2 because I have $20 in store credit on a card, so that's why I'm going there and not Best Buy. Which is kind of makes me a hypocrite, but what the fuck ever. I know when I go to GameStop soon, I'm going to be reserving BioShock 2. I'm not going in there to go buy a goddamn Hello Kitty and then going to go reserve BioShock 2. It doesn't work that way. I go in there with the intent of what I want to do. And since they pester you to get all these pre-orders, they say, oh well, if you pre-order it now, you get this exclusive skin for the online, you get this exclusive character costume, you get this exclusive unlockable level only available here at GameStop. You get the fucking Sergeant Johnson, or whatever the hell it was, for the Halo 3 ODST firefight thing. You get the M1A1 with the Carbon and COD 5. You get these exclusive multiplayer skins for BioShock 2. Is it that big of a deal? I swear to God, they will sell it the next goddamn day on the marketplace for 50 cents. Do you honestly care that much about a goddamn skin where you're going to go out of your way to go reserve something at GameStop? I don't think so. So you know what this means now? That companies like Treyarch, Infinity Ward, Capcom, Media Molecule, 2K, EA, they all have these ties with GameStop corporate now. So this means that they're going to be in GameStop's fucking pocket. And now it doesn't sound like too bad of a deal because you think you're going to get all these great things by pre-ordering the game. The problem with that is, if all these developers are going to be doing this exclusive stuff for GameStop, that's going to put smaller companies out of business. That's how GameSlut ended up buying out EB Games and FuncoLand. Play and Trade is not even coming close to getting half, not even a third of what GameStop makes with market share. It's goddamn ridiculous. And if you're gonna get all these exclusive shit, why are you gonna go to Best Buy and do it when you can go get this exclusive fucking titty costume for Dante's Inferno when there's a bunch of boobs in there anyway? I don't know, that was fucking completely random. But anyway, if you're gonna get all this exclusive shit, why bother going somewhere else? And that's the problem. So if reputable game companies like Infinity Ward, who are making the Call of Duty series, and Treyarch are making Call of Duty series, of course you're gonna go there because you get these exclusive gamer pictures and PS3 wallpapers for Call of Duty, which I ended up getting those cards from Infinity Ward that were exclusive for GameStop, which is a bigger problem than anyone would think. And moving on from the pre-orders here, GameStop corporate is just goddamn crazy. Alright, it's insane. The way they do their business and the shit that the employees can get away with is just unbelievable. And if you've seen my used game and the employee rant, which if you're watching part 3, you probably by now have seen parts 1 and 2, the employees can get away with a lot of stuff. And the used game and the new game market for them is complete bullshit. And corporate lets them get away with it because it's supposedly one of the benefits and perks of working there. And the GameStop employees I've talked to, even over the phone, when I'm doing prank phone calls, they've even talked about these perks of like renting games for 4 days, opening new games and playing them and then returning them and selling it as new, letting these practices go on. And I'm pretty sure selling a used game as new is illegal. I'm pretty sure there's some kind of law with that, and I find it morally wrong too. If I worked at GameStop, I wouldn't take some new game, gut it, rent it for 4 days, and then take it back, letting some customer who pre-ordered the goddamn game not get it because I decided my greedy ass wanted to take the game. So corporate lets them get away with a lot of stuff, and apparently it's supposed to be one of the benefits of working there to get these employees to go and work at this horrid and wretched place. And corporate also knows that us gamers, we want to get things for cheap, okay? We want to be able to get rid of our games and get money for them. So they figured we're going to make 200 to 300% markup by buying a game from you for $20 and selling it for $55. That's what they do. They get like 2 to 300% markup for the fucking game. They mark up a game 300% from what you bought it for just to sell it. And all that money from used games goes right to GameStop corporate. So they use all that money that you bought from a used game because you thought you were getting such a great deal, and they use it to go further on their propaganda techniques that have successfully worked at this store. Now, when I buy a used game, I will only buy a used game if I can save upwards to $20 to $25 for it. Like, I could buy Killzone right now for $40 used instead of getting it for $60 new. As to where if I want to go get Uncharted, I have to pay $28 to get it used, when I can pay $2 more to get a brand fucking new. Because I don't know who the fuck touched it before. Some guy with syphilis could have rubbed his dick all over that disc before you got it. Alright, there could have been cum all over that disc before you got it. Call GameStop in Hawaii, they'd know about this. Going more in depth about the propaganda techniques that they use at this store to get you to come in there, there's a lot of stuff that they do. And first of all, you guys know the definition of propaganda. It's just using shady tactics to get people to do something. Like, the most popular games are going to be in the very back of the store, or they're going to be the hardest to find. The most popular games are going to be on the very top shelf, so that way you look around the store while you're there. And they have these big-ass, colorful posters all over the goddamn store. Buy used and save 10%. Buy used, save 25%. Fucking suck my dick and you'll save 50%. And that's how GameStop works, people. And what they do is they milk money off of parents more than they do the gamer, because parents don't know what the fuck they're doing when they go to a store, alright? They're suckered into buying edge cards thinking that they're going to save money on new games and anything they purchase in the store, which is not the truth. They think that when they get Game Informed, they're going to get a great magazine, which is bullshit, because they're paid to do those reviews by fucking Infinity Ward. That's why they gave Call of Duty, what, they gave it a fucking 10, probably? They get paid to do this, so it's a shit magazine. The best way to get a review is to go on YouTube and type in and find a user like myself who reviews games for free. I mean, let me phrase that. People like myself who review games without getting paid for it, so we will have the most honest opinion on it, to be honest with you. And parents will buy all this shit. They will buy all these pointless accessories. They will reserve games. They will reserve a fucking no-name game for the 360 that no one's ever heard of and no one's ever going to fucking hear of. And those are the same people who get fucking babies and ponies on the Wii. Alright? And GameStop has successfully made money off those people. The ignorant folk. But I don't blame them for being so ignorant when GameStop does not know how to fucking advertise. I didn't have terribly too much to say about corporate because obviously I don't know exactly what goes on in, fucking Forbes magazine with GameStop, but I don't know too much about them. From what I do know, I figured I'd make this rant. It got to about, almost 8 minutes long, so I'm going to close it up here. I hope this one was actually good. This is probably my least favorite part out of all of them, but I probably have about 2 or 3 more, and I will try to go out with a bang, and I will try to get other people to come in here with their experiences from the store, try to get some of my friends, and I'll see what I can do. But there's still more parts to come, maybe 2 to 3 more parts, so this is going to be a long series. Tune in for part 4, which is coming up very soon.